Today I'm going to tell you about WordPress. So WordPress is a web publishing software that you can use to create your website or your blog. It is just a content management system. So to get started, we can first of all install WordPress. We get it from this link, wordpress.org/download. You will click on download WordPress to get an offline version of it. It will be a zipped folder, which I have already unzipped, and it is this one, WordPress 672. The first step is actually to install a local server, which can be XAMPP, phpMyAdmin, or any other. Let's use XAMPP. I open the XAMPP. So as XAMPP is opening, we can be moving WordPress to the XAMPP /htdocs folder. So I copy this folder, I move it to local disk C XAMPP, then htdocs here, htdocs, right click, paste. So still copying. So after opening XAMPP, we can start the Apache service and the MySQL service. Still copying. So the next step now is to rename the WordPress folder, which is being copied in this location, as the name of the website. You can call it my offline website, or for my case, I call it WP Albert, WordPress Albert. So I copy this name. I go to where WordPress folder has been pasted. I right click it. I choose rename. Then I paste the name of the website as WP Albert. This is the name for my WordPress. Of course, we need to cut these files and paste them directly inside W Albert, like this. So this one we delete it. So we make sure inside the name of the website we have all these files from WordPress. So the next step after number 3 is to create a database for WordPress. So we go to localhost phpMyAdmin to create the database. We simply click here for admin for MySQL. So we are there, phpMyAdmin. Then from the top we click on databases. Then we create a database which we call WordPress_DB. WordPress_DB. So I click on databases. Database name is going to be WordPress _DB. For here, we choose UTF-8 generate UTF-8 general UTF-8. UTF-8 general CI. This one. The name of the database, then we create. So the database has been created already, like this. The next step is gonna be configure your WordPress. So we are going to navigate to localhost /wp-albert. So we open another tab. Here. So we want to open our website. So first of all, we choose the language we are using. I choose English. So welcome to WordPress. Before getting started, you will need to know the following items. The database name, we already remember. Username, password, the host, and the table prefix. So these information are key and you need to note them somewhere. So the database name, as you remember, we called it WordPress _DB. So I copied this name and I paste. Username is root. For XAMPP, password is empty. Database host is localhost, and the table prefix by default is WP_. So this kind of information is the one that we needed to provide. This is the database name, the username, the password, we leave it as empty, database host, and table prefix. Then we submit this information. Then we run the installation. So the steps are indicated. So we are going to step number 7. So we complete the WordPress installation. So fill in the website title and so on. Then we create username that we'll be using and the password, just in case we wanted to update something as admin. So here we can add the site title as like this. Username, I give it this one. Password, so it is strong because I have mixed the uppercase, lowercase, and even the special characters. So your email might be like this. Then install WordPress. So this is the password. Of course, it is not shown. This is the username. Now, after configuring our WordPress, we are now enabled to log in and start adding the content to it. So log in. The username is this. The password, I complete it. Then log in. Here. So still waiting for it to log in. Yeah. So login is now done. From this interface, we can add the content in a form of media, pages, posts. We can add the themes. We can add the plugins. We can add other users who can update this site, who can go to this dashboard settings and change some content. So we can start by installing the WordPress theme. So to install a theme, we go to Appearance, then we click on Theme. So we go to Appearance, then we click on Themes. So themes are like the templates that your site will be using, showing how the layout of content should look like, how the background color should be looking like, and so on. So let's look for a theme which is called Fairy. So there exist a lot of themes, and you can choose which one. So this one is not available. We can add a new theme, and WordPress will look for it from internet. If it is there, you will find it. So Fairy. So Fairy is there. To be able to use the theme, you need first of all to install it from internet. So still installing. So after installing the theme, what will be next? We will add the website information. First of all, let's finish installing the theme. So it is still installing. The theme is still installing. So as the theme is still installing, we can be adding some posts. So a post can be a kind of information which can be displayed on the site, and the people can react on it. So let's click on maybe categories. So let's wait for this theme to finish installing. So still installing Fairy theme. So the theme now has completed installing. We can now click on activate to use it. So we are now using this Fairy theme, which we can even customize by going to settings. So that will be the next step, adding the website information. So we can add the site title, the tagline. Tagline can be a short message which is displayed below the site title. Web programming, let's say HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Bootstrap, something like this. So the site is having this URL, localhost / WP Albert, and the email for the administrator is this one. So we can go on with the next step, which is adding the media. So to add the media, we simply click here, then we click on add the new media file, or simply we click on library. Then we click on add the new media file. So a media can be a photo, can be a music, can be different thing. Let's add this media. So whenever we need a photo, we'll be picking it from media. We have added 8 at once. The next is adding posts. So we are going to add a new post. So we click on posts, then choose categories. Posts, then categories. We can create a category called client side technologies. Then add a new category. You can choose another one called the site, server side. Then add the category. So let's create our first post. We go back to posts. Then we click on add the new post. So the title, we can call it HTML. We can choose something to add, let's say an image. We need to get it from the media library. Let's say like this. What is HTML? What can you do with HTML? Please provide your insights. So then we publish this post. Publish it. So once published, you can choose either to have a sidebar, which can be located on the left, on the right side. You can choose to use the sidebar downwards and so on, or you can leave it like this. Then we go back to settings here. Let's add another post. So we call it JavaScript. We add another media at the top. Let's say this one. And we add the JavaScript. Maybe write a small JavaScript function and share and post it. Publish it. So the post is now live. We can go back to settings. The next step now is going to be adding pages. Before we add the pages within the posts, we can assign them to a given category. Remember, we have so far created two categories, client-side and server-side technologies. So our posts are not yet categorized, so we click on Edit. So as it is still opening, we can go back to WordPress here. We click on this database, which we have already created. Immediately you can see the number of tables that are automatically assigned to it. So here we can add a category for these posts by unclicking uncategorized and by activating client side. So we save for JavaScript. We go back to our settings, we go to HTML, we do the same. We go downwards to categories, we click client-side technologies, then save. Maybe before we move on, we can add another post, which is first to go back there, then we add a new post which we call CSS, cascading style sheets. CSS. Maybe we add another media, which we call like this one. So yeah, we can even provide the size of this image instead of having the bigger one. We can restrict it to a small size. So write 3 selectors for CSS using class. Post your selectors and wait for the replies from others. Then we publish. So the next step now is going to be adding the page. So we go back to WordPress settings. We go to pages, then we click on add a new page. So let's call the page as HTML explained. For the text, we can Can copy this. So this page can have okay. So this is the page we are creating, and it has got a number of content. So we publish automatically. So this heading, we can bird it. Heading number 2. Can highlight it. Number 3. We will highlight it later. First of all, we save. We can go back to WordPress settings. We add another page. This page we add an additional text which we call as a title welcome. So we publish. The next after adding the page is adding categories as menus. So we can go back to WordPress. We click on appearance, then we click on menu. For the menu, we can choose the menu name. We call it content 1, then we leave it as primary menu, then we create. So as we create the menu, we can even assign pages which we have already created. Welcome, HTML explained, and the posts, these ones. Then we click on add to menu. So the same for pages. We click on add to menu because we had the two selected. Now for this menu, we can have another category here. Of course, they are reminding us that we have not yet saved, so we needed to save. So we save this menu, and we can even go back and point over this name of the website. We will see immediately visit the site. We can right click it. I have immediately left clicked it, so we can right click it and open link in a new tab. So this is how our site is looking like. This is our site, which is having 1, 2, 3 posts and even the menus. If you click on CSS, this post should be the one to be displayed. So JavaScript, it will be the one to be displayed. So welcome, the same. HTML explained, so the page will be the one to be displayed. And we want to categorize these menus under a category called client side. So we go back to our setting, go back to appearance, then menus, under menus. Before menus, we can go back to posts. We click on categories, then we call it client side. Add new category. Then we go back to appearance menu. Under here, we locate categories. Let me first of all refresh categories. So this one called the client side, we are going to add it to menu. So to be able to order these menus, you simply drag and drop. We want it to drag it up to the top. And we want to make HTML a sub-menu for this one. We simply move it to the right side. CSS, we move it to the right side, then we release JavaScript the same. So, like this. Then we start, we save. We go back to what we get from the site. As we refresh, so client side is now having the 3 sub-menus: HTML explained, CSS, and the JavaScript. So welcome is not having any sub-menu, it is just welcome, like this. So the next after menus, we have installing plugins. So a plugin is like an additional function that can enhance your theme or your WordPress. So plugins, we get them from here. You can click on plugins. They can suggest us to activate or to delete. So let's activate this one. Yeah, you can activate it and you wait for it to finish installing. So what about the next, which is approving, deleting comments? So comments here, you can come to, let's say CSS, and you want to add a comment. Let's say you write dot, let's say dot hello, like this, color blue, font size, let's say 25 pixels, color is with arrow, text align, let's give it center, and the line height, we give it 1.5. So this is the selector using the class we are adding. So I post this comment. So as I post, immediately Albert says, because Albert is my username, so whoever will log into this site with a given username and posts, his or her post will be posted here, and everyone will be able to see it. Now, what about choosing which comment you want to approve, unapprove, and so on? Sometimes you might need the administrator to approve your comment before it is displayed here. So we go back to our dashboards. We click on comments. So for comments here, we have already the comment from Albert. We can unapprove it if the comment is not appropriate. It is not respectful. We can unapprove it, but this one is okay. You can reply to the comment, you can delete it, and so on and so forth. So as an administrator for this site, you can unapprove some comments, you can reply to them, you can spam them, you can even delete them. What is next? The next is adding a new user. So far we have only one user, who is Albert. Let's see how to add another user to this site. So we go to users, we click on add new user. So username here is required. Let's say username here is this one. Email, let's say is this at, so first name you can call it, so website, it is optional. The password here, you can use the one generated by the system, or you can use another one like this one. Maybe okay, KO, like this. Send the new user email about the account. So as the email is already provided, you can even automatically send the new user a notification in their inbox. So here the role can be also assigned to a new user, either as administrator who will be able to do everything, any change or whatever, author, contributor, and so on. So we can call subscriber, then add a new user. So let's try to log in as the new user. The name is so the new user called Bervin Ngoga is already in. And as you can see, the new user is only the subscriber and is not having the dashboard with the full features that can really update the site. So we log out. We again log in as so after adding the new user, the next is to add the widgets. So if you want to add the calendar, the dates, the embedded video on the sides of your site, you can go back to appearance and go to widgets. So sidebar is the bar which is on the side of your website content, and it will be displayed as an additional content. So we can add, let's say, browse or we add, let's check what is available. Yeah, we can choose embed. Let's say we wanted to embed a YouTube video on this side. We can choose which video to embed. So we added this URL and we paste it here, then we embed. So we are converting it as a link. Let's embed another one. Copy, we paste, we embed. So this one is working. Then we update. So the next is going to be refreshing this page that shows even the changes that have been made to our site. Let's continue by discussing slide 17 out of 18. We are almost to the end. So customizing a website. To add a website color, choose visit the site. Under customize, if you remember, to be able to see the change that has been made to our site, we go here to visit the site, we click it, then we will see the change that has been made. This was the link that was added, and this was the YouTube video which was embedded. So you can play it from this sidebar. Of course, internet is now playing. You can go back to the top, you click on customize. You can even go back to the top by clicking this icon, this one. Immediately it will take you to the top. Customize. You can see the buttons are red. This site title is also red. We can choose fairy theme options, top header options, enable top header, enable social icons. So top header is this one, and it is showing the search icon. You can enable or you disable, then publish. The next is menu section options. Enable primary menu stick, it is disabled. Slider sections options. Enable slider section. Slider section in home page, disabled. Category boxes, and so on and so forth. Sidebar options. This is sidebar options. You can put it to the right side as it is. You can even put it left sidebar, right here in the left. No sidebar. I publish. No sidebar. Right sidebar. Publish. So let's open this view site. Visit the site in the separate window, and we will be refreshing the changes. So we go back to customize. Then we go to site layout, slider. Okay, sidebar options. We choose left sidebar. We publish. Then here we refresh. It is now like this. We choose left sidebar. Sorry, it is now to the left. Publish. No sidebar. This one should go like this. Then we refresh. No, we first publish. Then we refresh. Yeah, it is gone. We can go on by choosing the color. So the header, as you see, it is a red one. We can make it black. Site primary color, we can make it black. So all the the buttons are now having a background color of black. So I publish, then I refresh the site. So this is it. At this level, we can even choose a background image. If you want to use a background image here, we can choose an image from the ones that were selected. Then here you can choose where to apply the image here towards this direction, towards this one, and so on. You can even remove it. So here we can even add the site icon here as a site icon. We can use this one. So the icon should be displayed here as a site icon. Let's crop it like this. Crop image. So what's wrong? So skip cropping and publish. You can see the icon you have added is now there instead of having this XAMPP symbol. So we refresh. So the icon is coming in for this site. After changing the settings and customizing them, we can go to the last slide, which is about updating your WordPress website. Let's say we have already signed out from, administering or changing the settings. We have closed everything. Even here, WordPress users. So far we have two. Let's check. Yeah. Users, they are these ones, Albert and Bervin. And we can close. So what if you want to access our website in WordPress? So we write localhost / the name of the site. For my case is WP Albert. So I open it. Immediately I can see the site. I can browse to the menu. I open HTML. I can browse downwards to see what HTML has got for me. I can go to JavaScript. I can navigate and can even add a comment to JavaScript. I also identify myself as a user and so on. Then I can click even on welcome. immediately welcome is coming in. What if you want to go back to the administrator side, to the dashboard? We do like this. So we add wp-admin at the end. Here, wp-admin. Now, by writing the full link with wp-admin, I can again identify myself as Albert. I enter the password, then log in. So I am back to my dashboard, and I can again improve my site and update a number of things. So this is how we use WordPress. Thank you for trying it. Bye.